What's up guys, the World Cup is going on right now, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use all of this hype to create football World Cup related videos for YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, or basically any social media platform. I've grown multiple short form channels before, and whenever a huge event like the World Cup is happening, it creates a massive opportunity. The first games have already started. People are actively looking for World Cup content, and right now is probably the best time to jump in. So in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I would create one of these videos from scratch as a beginner. I will walk you through how you can start making this type of content yourself. And the best part is we're going to use AI for the entire workflow. We will use Claude AI to come up with a cool idea, write the script and plan the scenes. Then we will connect Claude to Higgsfield MCP so Claude can generate the images and videos for us. Let's get started. Open up Claude AI. The first thing we want to do is connect Higgsfield to Claude, because this is what allows Claude to actually generate images and videos for us. Open the settings, go to connectors, click the little plus icon and then add custom connector. Now head over to Higgsfield, go to the MCP page, make sure Claude is selected and copy the MCP link. I will also leave a link to this page in the description. Now paste the link into Claude, give it a name like Higgsfield, click add, then click connect and allow. And now Claude is connected to Higgsfield and can generate visuals for us. If we go back to the chat and click on the plus icon, we can see that Higgsfield is active, which means we are ready to start creating. My idea was to create some kind of 3D explainer style video on an interesting fact or a game that's about to happen. I'm just gonna tell Claude I want to make a viral short form World Cup video. My idea was a 3D style explainer video. Give me a couple cool ideas. Let's see what Claude comes up with. Okay, the first idea is Germany's warning sign. Yesterday Germany won the first game 7-1 and the last time they won 7-1 it was against Brazil in 2014 when they ended up world champions. So pretty cool idea. Then we also have ideas like an underdog tracker, a group stage simulator, a stadium tour and a penalty shootout concept. Yeah, I think they are all pretty good, but I like the first one the most, so let's just go with that one. The game just happened and a lot of people will be interested in a video like that, so we can definitely take advantage of the hype that's going on. Let's use idea 1. Can you create a short script for the video? Now Claude should give us a script. Okay, Germany just sent the entire World Cup a warning. Then it talks about Germany crashing out in the group stage at the last 2 World Cups, how most people do not really see them as a serious contender anymore, and how everyone is watching teams like Spain, France and Portugal, but Germany just opened their tournament with a 7-1 win. And in 2014, when Germany had that iconic 7-1 against Brazil, they went on to win the whole World Cup. So this is like an underdog style story with an interesting fact, and we also have a CTA at the end. Later we will turn the script into a voiceover. But before we do that, we need the visuals. And that is where the Higgsfield MCP connection becomes really useful, because Claude can now help us plan the entire video and then actually generate the images and videos through Higgsfield. So type something like, turn this script into one visual scene per sentence. For each scene I want to first create an image and then turn that image into a video with Higgsfield MCP. The reason I want to create the image first is simple. We could try to generate every video directly, but when you create a clean image first and then use that image as the reference for the video, the result is usually much more controlled. Okay, Claude already starts with scene 1, which is the first sentence of our script. Germany just sent the entire World Cup a warning. And as you can see, it automatically uses Higgsfield through the MCP connection. It selected Nano Banana Pro for the image, which makes sense here because we wanted a clean 3D style image. And yeah, let's check it out. Okay, it's a trophy on a football pitch with these German colored ribbons around it. And the whole style is exactly what I wanted. Basically just a really clean, satisfying looking 3D visual of a trophy. Now if we go over to Higgsfield and open the image history, we can also see that the image appears here as well. Let's turn this image into a video. Type something like, use this image as reference to animate scene 1. And again, Claude uses Higgsfield through the MCP. This time it uses Kling 3.0 for the animation, which is exactly what we want for image to video. And yeah, let's check out the result. Yeah, looks awesome. The only thing is the clip is a bit long. It's around 15 seconds long, but for one sentence we probably only need a few seconds. So for the next scenes I will make the videos shorter and also tell Claude not to add any audio because we will add the final voiceover later. But overall, really good result. And if you compare the video to the original image, you can see that it clearly used the image as the reference. If we go back to Higgsfield and open the video folder, the video also appears here. Claude planned the scene, generated the image through Higgsfield, then used that image as a reference to create the video. Now let's move on to scene 2. The next scene is, after crashing out in the group stage at the last 2 World Cups, almost nobody sees Germany as a real contender anymore. Let's see what Claude will come up with. We have 2 broken footballs labeled 2018 and 2022. Because those were the last 2 World Cups where Germany went out in the group stage. And in the background we have this 2026 light and Germany starting to come back into focus. So not bad at all. And yeah, let's animate it. Use the image as reference to animate scene 2. Do not add audio and do not make it longer than 7 seconds. We just don't need the generated clips to be super long, because later we will cut every clip exactly to the voiceover. And as you can see, Claude instantly adapts the request, keeps it shorter, removes the audio, and yeah, let's check out the result again. Okay, so the 2 footballs break apart and Germany jumps forward. So yeah, pretty good result again. It basically shows the past failures breaking away and Germany coming back into focus. Again, if we refresh Higgsfield, the video appears in the history folder. Time to create the next scene. Everyone is watching Spain, France and Portugal. So basically everyone thinks one of them will win. Let's check the image. We have Spain, France and Portugal as these clean 3D country shapes laying on the pitch in the same soft 3D style. I think it looks just super satisfying. And yeah, let's animate it. Make it 5 seconds long and do not add audio. Let's check it out. Okay, the 3 countries are spinning on the field. Definitely a cool animation. Now let's continue with scene 4. The next sentence is, but Germany just opened their tournament with a 7-1 win. We have Germany on the one side and Curaçao, the team they played against, on the other side. And the score is 7-1 in the center. And again, animate this image. Okay, it looks really clean with the zoom in. Later we will cut this perfectly to the voiceover line so it will look even better. Now on to the next scene. And we all remember what happened after Germany's iconic 7-1 against Brazil in 2014. We have the 2014 text in the background, the 7-1 in the middle, and Germany on one side, Brazil on the other side, and the trophy behind it. Again, I just love this 3D style, it looks really professional. Let's see if Claude can make another cool animation for it. Okay, everything is moving a bit, the camera pushes in and the 7-1 becomes the focus. We can definitely use that for our video. And again, all of our generated clips are appearing inside Higgsfield, so you can use Claude to control the process but still manage and download everything from Higgsfield afterwards. Okay, I just repeated the exact same workflow for the last 2 scenes. Scene 6 is this cool 3D penalty kick animation where a Germany-inspired player takes his shot on a goal, and scene 7 is the final CTA scene with a 3D comment box asking viewers for their underdog for the World Cup. Now we have all 7 scenes generated, and at this point we can download all of the clips. You can either download them directly inside Claude, or you can go to Higgsfield, refresh your media history and download all of the clips here. If you want to test this workflow yourself, I will leave a link to Higgsfield in the description. Now that all visuals are done, we can create the voiceover. For that, I will go back to the script, copy the full voiceover and paste it into 11 Labs. I will choose a voice that fits the dramatic football style, generate the speech and then download the voiceover. Now we can put everything together. I'm going to use CapCut, but you can use any video editor. First, import all 7 video clips and the voiceover. Then place the voiceover onto the timeline. The first thing I like to do is remove all the unnecessary pauses inside the voiceover so there are no boring pauses. Once the voiceover is clean, we add the clips one by one. Scene 1 goes onto the first sentence, scene 2 goes onto the second sentence, scene 3 goes onto the sentence about Spain, France and Portugal, and so on. So basically, whenever the next sentence starts, the next clip starts. Okay, now the video already looks pretty good, but we can improve it a bit with a few simple editing tricks. First, I will add subtle zoom-ins to the clips. Just add a keyframe at the beginning of a clip, then go to the end, add another keyframe and slightly increase the scale. Do this for each clip so every scene has a bit more movement. Next, I will also add a few transitions. Nothing too crazy, just a few pull-in or slight transitions when they fit the voiceover and the movement of the scene. Then I will also add sound effects. For example, a riser at the beginning to create some tension, a whoosh when a scene transitions, a kick sound when the 3D player shoots the penalty, a crowd or celebration sound when the ball goes in. We just want to make the video feel more alive. After that, I will make the voiceover a bit louder, and we should also add fitting background music, but I want to show you the raw final result, so I will skip this step. Now the final step is adding captions. Generate the captions, pick a clean font, add a simple animation, and make sure the subtitles are easy to read. Now the short is basically finished. Yeah, and as you can see, it only took around 15 minutes to create this video. You don't need advanced editing skills, animation skills, or real match footage to make something like this. Now, let's check out the final result.
Germany just sent the entire World Cup a warning. After crashing out in the group stage at the last two World Cups, almost nobody sees Germany as a real contender anymore. Everyone is watching Spain, France, and Portugal, but Germany just opened their tournament with a 7-1 win. And we all remember what happened after Germany's iconic 7-1 against Brazil in 2014. Maybe Germany is becoming dangerous again. Comment below, who is your underdog for this World Cup?
And that's the final result. We went from one simple World Cup idea to a complete short form video using Claude and Higgsfield MCP. Claude helped us come up with the concept, write the script, and plan every single scene. And then Higgsfield generated the actual images and videos for us directly from that workflow. And that's what makes this so powerful. Instead of manually designing every image, writing every prompt from scratch, and trying to animate every scene one by one, you can let Claude structure the whole video and use Higgsfield MCP to create the visual assets. This 3D World Cup video was just one example. You could use the same workflow for underdog stories, match predictions, football facts, ranking videos, team comparisons, or basically any kind of faceless short form content in your own style. You also don't have to use this exact 3D look. You could test different styles, different topics, different formats, and let Claude help you come up with new ideas whenever something interesting happens. So if you want to try Higgsfield yourself, I will leave a link in the description. And if you want help growing your own YouTube channel, you can also check out my community below. Inside you will get direct access to me, and we will work together on improving your channel, your content, and getting your videos to perform better.